Good day all. Today we are going to see about the topic of microprocessor. First, introduction of a microprocessor. This is the diagram for a normal computer system. It has a machine that receives an input and stores and manipulates data and information and provides to the output for useful format. Speaker, this is the system unit. This is screen and monitor, speaker, keyboard, mic. This is the normal computer system. See, the basic black diagram of the computer system is this is the CPU, and it will have a memory like read-only memory and a random access memory and address bus, data bus, input output interface, input output device, and control bus. The CPU is nothing but the central processing unit. See, this computer is also called as a microcomputer. Now, the component of microcomputers, we will see first one is CPU, that is the central processing unit. The portion of the computer system that carries out the instruction of a computer program. It carries the computer program. Then the primary element carrying that computer's functions, it is unit reads in the execute program instruction. The data in the instruction tells the processor what to do. Then the memory. The physical device is used to store a data or a program sequence of instructions on a temporary or a permanent basis for use in electronic digital computer. Computer main memory comes into two principal varieties. First one is random access memory and read-only memory. Random can be RAM can be read and written to any time the CPU commands it, but ROM is preloaded with the data and software that never changes. So CPU can only read from it. The ROM is typically used to store the computer's inside the start of instructions. In a PC, the RAM contains specialized programs called BIOS that assets the loading computer's operating system from hard disk drive into RAM whenever the computer is turned or reset. The input output unit. See, in that input output unit, it refers to the communication between the information processing system, such as computers and outside world, possibly human or any other information processing system. Inputs that are the signals or data received by the system, and outputs are the signals or data sent from it. The device that provide input or output to the computer are called peripherals, like printer, keyboard, speaker. These are all the peripheral devices of the computers. On a typical personal computers, peripherals include input device like the keyboard and the mouse, and output such as a display and peripherals, hard disk drives, floppy disk, and optical disk drives, both input and output devices. Computer networking is another form of input output. See, this is the evaluation of the computers, number of transistors used in that particular computers in that device, and the data size. See, if it is 4 byte means it's called nipple. Before that, we know about what is byte. Byte is nothing but a computer read only zeros and ones. That's we know already. 0 is 1 byte and 1 is 1 byte. So it is 2 byte. Likewise, if it is a 4 byte, then that is called nibble. See here, 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is the 4 byte. it starts from the 0. If it is byte means that is 8 bit. That bit is from 0 to 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it is 4 bit means that is nipple, and if it is 8 bit means that is byte. And word means 16 bit is called one word. And if it is long word means that is 32 byte. It is 0 to 7, we can call this lower byte, and 8 to 15 we call as upper byte. Then the long word means 32 byte. In that 0 to 15 we can call this lower word, and 16 to 31 we can call here is upper word. This is a LSB, which means least significant bit. This is MSB, that is most significant bit. Then we'll see the fetching and execution cycles. What is fetching cycle? The fetching cycle takes the instruction required from the memory, stores in the instruction registers, and moves the program counter on 1 so that it points the next instruction. Execute cycle is nothing but the actual action which occur during the executive cycle of instruction depend on both instruction itself and addressing mode specified to the used to access the data that may require. See, this is an fetching an instruction. If we are giving the instruction pointer to the program counter which hold the address of the next instruction to be fetched. See, if we are giving the address bus like 001, so it will go directly from that memory locations. This 0FF contains this memory location. Likewise, if you are giving this one, this content, this will have this memory location. This will have this memory location. So each of the content will have some memory locations. Before that, we will know about the bus. What is means by bus? Here you will see this is as a address bus. What is bus? Normally we can say bus we used to transport for that bus. Same as here. If you want to go from here to here, for example, some city to some other city, you will use this transport. We can call that is the bus. Similar here, the data transformation takes place here from the computer to some other places. For example, peripheral devices. From that peripheral devices to computers, that will call the address bus. Not only address bus, if it is bus means it will transfer some data from peripheral to computer, computer to peripherals. Depend upon the applications, we can call that is address bus, or we can call some other buses. Here we will see the next one is the another address of that computer. See here it's indicates the contents of the program counter are passed across the address bus. We will see here 001, it is the address bus going here. Then it will indicate here the memory locations. That instruction pointer. See, this instruction pointer will denote this 001, then this memory access the register, which is here we said 000FFF011. The address move over to the address bus to the memory access register here. Likewise, if this memory access registers denoted these memory locations. Okay, now automatically it will point out this memory locations. This memory access register will point out these memory locations. Likewise, the fetching action will takes place. Thank you.